Hello everyone, and let's begin with a flow. So today we start with rocking. You're going to interlace your palms together, both legs hip width apart. Drop your upper body weight forward and breathe in. And as you push back, you exhale. Now adjust your arms as you go along the way. All right. So as you breathe in, transfer the weight forward and make sure your spine is not curved too much at the back. So you want to flatten the back slightly, maintaining a neutral curve in your back. So inhale as you go forward. Exhale as we push ourselves back. We're going to try to attempt this for 8 to 10 repetitions. Go more if you want to. And we're going to flow into our movement. So throughout the whole movement, and as you go along the way, if you're sliding a little bit too far forward or back, adjust yourself, right? You don't have to stay stationary in one position. You can always adjust yourself. So working with the hinge movement on the hips and even on the shoulder. Now, once we're done, we're going to come up, spread our fingers wide open, all your 10 fingers pointed forward. We're going to drop the hip flat down to the ground. Keep your elbows straight if you can. If you can't, you can always bend the elbows slightly, depending on the extension that you are capable of. And then lower your upper body back down to the mat. Now, curl your toes right under. You're going to push yourself up and then lift that hip up slightly. And on the exhale, I'm going to get you to push all the way up into a modified downward facing dog. So you keep your knees bent. You want to warm up the calf, stretch it out nice and good. Think of your tailbone pointing up towards the ceiling. Alternate, paddle your legs. All right, drop the weight forward into a plank now and bring the hip down to the mat. So we're coming into a little cobra here. And then lower yourself back down to the mat. So flow this movement, take your time. On the breath in, push yourself up. All right. Hold for a bit, curl your toes under. And on the exhale, transition into a down dog. Adjust your feet once again. Keep your knees bent, but all your 10 toes pointed forward. And your shoulder blades nice and wide. You want to make sure the shoulders are not dropping towards the ears. Shift the weight forward into a plank. Bring your knees down. Flatten your feet. Drop that hip down. Hold yourself up in the cobra. And then lower yourself back down to the mat. So we're going to do this little routine for about 5, 8, or even 10 repetitions. Really getting yourself warmed up. Adjust the legs. Paddle if you want to. Keep the knees bent. But the goal is to not round the back. The goal is to have the back really extended and focusing on the tailbone, pushing up towards the ceiling, all right? And the chest opening downwards towards the mat. So depending on what your focus is, if you use more of your arms, you're going to get a little bit warm up and the work on the back part of your arm, the triceps. And if you try to use more of your back, you'll get the back strengthening with the movement at the same time. So you play with the 50-50 with how you shift the weight and use assistance as you go along the way. Now, once you're done with the cobra and the down dog, we're going to lie flat down, palms facing up. Extend your both arms out to the side. And from here, on the breath in, you're going to lift the upper body up, have the back of your palms press into the ground just to assist you slightly. And then exhale, lower yourself back down. So as you inhale, lift up. Think of lengthening your both legs far away and shoulders gliding down towards the hips. Exhale as you lower yourself down. So breath in as you lift. Exhale as you lower yourself down. Now we're not rushing the movement. We're going very nice and slowly. So do about 4 or 5 repetitions on this one. And then we're going to create a combination here. So from here, you're going to slowly then raise your arms up. So breathe in as you lift your upper body up. And then raise your both arms, squeezing your middle back in and gliding the shoulder blades far down towards the hips. Lower the arms and then lower the upper body back down. So inhale, lift, arm raise. And exhale, arm comes down and lower the upper body back down. So 8 to 10 repetitions if you can. All right, once you're done, push the upper body up, sit back onto your heel, come into a counter pose position for the extension. So stay in the child pose position, and if you want, you can make a fist with your both hands, stack it on top and rest your forehead on it. Hold that stretch, do a few breaths in this position. And once we're done here, we're going to come down to doing a little bit of side movement for the obliques, a little bit of balance on the side at the same time. All right, so you're going to lie down onto your right side. I'm going to mirror you again. Shoulders directly above the wrists, both knees bent and stacked on top of each other. All right, arms extended. Now try to stay lifted from the shoulders. We do not want to sink into the shoulders, so you want to feel that lift. You raise your arms all the way up. Hold that hip up in this position, and you're going to bring the arm, which is the left arm, through and twisting. Twisting under. Try to keep the hips facing forward without moving. Now, I'm going to show you 2 leg placement. So this is where my knees are kind of stacked on top of each other. And then we're going to switch over to the other side and do repeat the same movement, but this time with 1 leg extended out. So try to do 8 to 10 repetitions in this movement and lift. You can work with exhale as you go down and inhale as you open up. Or you can change the breathing the other way around. All right, your breath makes the exercise harder. Keeping your nice static lift here, and then lower yourself down. Swivel around, so towards the left side now. You're going to bend over to the left side, holding the stretch and feeling the stretch on the right side. Diagonally reach your both arms out in line with the knee. Take a peek under your right arm. So you want to feel the stretch along the whole right side of your back. Okay, over to the left side now. Placement of the shoulders directly above the elbow joint, palms flat down. All right, now from here, push the hips up, extend the arms, and then what we can do is extend the right leg straight out. So you want to hold yourself in this static lift position, and all you're just doing is twisting the upper part of the body without moving the hips up. So inhale as you twist, exhale as you open up. This is going to be harder if you do the breath this way. Or you can exhale as you twist and inhale, take that nice lift. I leave the breath up to you. Trying to do 8 to 10 repetitions. All right, once you're done, Swivel down, sitting up tall. Reach your arm to the right side, stretching the right side of the back. From this side bend movement, we're going to take the both arms and reach them diagonally to the right side, taking a peek right under the left arm. Keep the hips down on the mat without elevating off the ground. Right, sitting, legs crossed forward, reaching your both arms as far as possible in front of you, holding that stretch for a bit. And from here, we take the both hands behind your back, having the fingers pointing inwards towards the hips. Lean back, push the chest open, drop the head back slightly. Feel the chest in the front, shoulders, and even some of your abdominals stretching. All right, we're going to repeat this movement forward again. Breathing deep into the back. Feel that breath expand all the way into your lower back. Come back up, fingers pointing in towards the hips, chest open, drop the shoulders down, head up. All right, last section of the stretch. So interlace your hands behind your head, sit up really tall, and we're going to push the head back into your palms, hold for about 10 seconds. You want to slide that head back, feel the back of the neck really lengthen, shoulder blades relax down. And then release very slowly. All right, palms to the side of the temple. You're going to push, resist, and hold for 10 seconds. And when you're done, release very slowly. Repeat to the left side, push. Shoulders relax down. And release slowly. And the last section, you're going to cross your hands in front on your forehead. Push forward, resist the contraction. And when you're done, very slowly release. Take a deep breath in and exhale. That's all we have for today. Have a great day.